Hey everybody, Carlos Flores here, Carflow Barbecue Lender. A lot of people, a lot of my friends are always asking me, hey, how do I make great ribs? But I don't have all that heavy equipment, those smokers and everything that we have as pit masters. So came up with this great idea of how to make some really easy ribs you guys can enjoy with your family. The 4th of July is coming up, so make this real quick video. So today I actually picked up some ribs at Costco of all places. These are already seasoned, so you don't even have to like put all that fancy rubs and spices and everything. These are great ribs. These are actually seasoned St. Louis ribs, dry rubbed ribs. So it's already got this season, like I said, standard Kirkland. Sam's Club probably has something similar, so just pick some up at the bar at the butcher area. So I'm going to show you step one, what to do.
So I'm going to set the oven to 250 degrees. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but what we're actually going to be doing is cooking it slow and low. All right, so the meat's already receding from the bone, but it's not ready yet. It's not ready yet. It smells amazing in here, but we're going to go to step two, all right?
So first of all, these are the ingredients you're going to pick up. Just some standard apple juice, butter, brown sugar, and agave or honey. My preference is agave because it's already thinner. It's not thick, and if you use honey, you can, but you have to just make sure you heat it up a little bit to make it thin, and you're going to have to spread that on the ribs later on. So these are the ingredients that you're going to need to pick up.
Right. So any novice would obviously think that it's ready to go and you can eat these ribs, but they're not ready yet. Remember, we did slow but low, meaning that I cooked them. It took me 2 hours at 250 degrees, but they're not ready yet. We have to do what's called wrapping. All right. So now what we're going to wrap. I'm going to put about 2 pieces of foil. And on the foil, what we're going to do is, remember the brown sugar I told you guys about? And also the agave. I'm going to put some of this down here, just like this, a little bit. If you had honey, you would have to kind of heat it down, melt it a little bit, because it's too thick. So that's why I told you guys that I use agave. And then also, we're going to put some brown sugar on the bottom. A little bit like that. Right. And now I'm going to put one of these racks, and I'm going to go bone up now. Remember when I put it in the oven, it was bone down. Now I'm going to put the meat down at the bottom. What's going to happen is that it's going to start to baste with its own juices, so all that flavor is going to go into the meat when I do that. I'm also going to repeat the same step with the agave or honey, just a little bit like that. And put some brown sugar, and it seems like a lot. Trust me, it'll just melt down. And this is gonna give it the extra flavor profile. All right, so now I have the brown sugar, I have the agave on it, and now I'm gonna put some butter. Cut little pieces of butter like this, and I'm just gonna put it on the top part, like that. That's it. And I'm gonna flow this a little bit. Remember the apple juice? I'm gonna pour a little bit of apple juice so it doesn't dry up. Just a little bit. You don't need too much. Okay. Now we're gonna wrap it. Just be careful not to get all the apple juice to fall off. So just wrap it up like this. this tight. Okay. And I'm going to double wrap it only because I don't want to make a mess inside the oven. Just in case. Sometimes the bones protrude through the aluminum and it actually starts to spill. So you want to make sure you avoid that. All right, it should look like this. And it's going to go back in the oven for another hour and a half, 2 hours. And we'll see you guys back. All right, so it's been 2 hours. And we're going to unwrap these things. All right. So when you start unwrapping these things, be very careful because there's going to be a lot of steam coming out of here. Make sure you guys burn yourself. All right. Right off the bone. Okay. All right, so believe it or not, this is what they look like from the other side. See how they're falling off the bone already? And again, they look good, right? To eat. They are actually ready to eat, but I'm not done yet. We're gonna go to another level, so bear with me. I'll show you guys the next step. All right, so final step. I know you're anxious. I know you want to start eating these delicious ribs. They smell great, but we're not done yet. We're gonna go to the next level because I want you guys to have really good ribs. So just select your favorite barbecue sauce. This is my favorite. It's called Blues Hog, and you can pick this up right on Amazon, but it doesn't matter. If you don't have any of this, you can use any barbecue sauce. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna glaze the ribs. All you're gonna do is just do this, and you're gonna glaze a little bit. Okay, just lather it up a little bit like that, evenly. And believe it or not, we're gonna put it back on in the oven. I was gonna say the smoker. We're gonna put it back in the oven for another 10 minutes. That's all it's gonna take. We're just gonna finalize this. Okay. You can actually even leave it on the pan this time. That way we don't make a mess. Okay. And going back in for another 10 minutes just to finish it off. And then it'll be ready to eat. All right, guys. Okay, so if you guys like off the bone, check this out. Look at these bones. Look at this. Right off the bone. Okay. So you guys can make these ribs right at home without a smoker. Make it as easy as possible. And enjoy your 4th of July holiday with your friends and family and some good ribs. So talk to you guys soon. Take care.